After losing his right arm in World War I, Paul Wittgenstein commissioned composers like Ravel, Prokofiev in Britain to compose pieces of music that could be played with just the left hand. Little did he know how important that music would become. In 1944, Leon Fleischer burst onto the scene as a virtuoso pianist. This 16-year-old astounded audiences, and it seemed that his career would be impossible to beat. But in 1964, disaster struck. As he was preparing for a tour of the Soviet Union, Leon noticed that his right fingers began to curl. He responded by practicing harder. Unfortunately, the condition worsened, and eventually his hand curled into a fist, and he couldn't open it again. And his career came to a grinding halt. He became desperate, trying everything from aromatherapy to Zen Buddhism. But nothing worked. His marriage fell apart, he began to grow depressed, and it seemed like everything was over. Then he decided to become a teacher. He learned to conduct. He began learning those one-handed piano pieces to keep his musical spirit alive, all in the hope and prayer that one day there would be a cure to his challenge. And that cure did indeed come. In the late 90s, the doctors finally had an answer as to what it was that plagued him. It was called focal dystonia. And in the mid-90s, they came to him with a ridiculous idea. We're going to try Botox, not for your face, but for your hand. He said, I have nothing to lose, so go for it. And it worked. Leon's hand uncurled, and he, for the first time in 4 decades, was able to play piano with both hands again. In 2003, he celebrated this incredible moment by appearing at Carnegie Hall to a standing ovation and an appreciative audience that was grateful that his love had returned. When asked, would he change any of this if he could go back, Leon responded that he wasn't sure he would change anything and that it was all part of his journey. And that is your Music History Monday.